wave or something? Sige, pass it. Start kay Gaulan.
Hi, Dan.
Hello.
So, we talk about doing this for a long time now, for many months actually. So, since this is going to be our first time, first episode, I'm thinking maybe it's good to introduce ourselves.
Sure. My name is Daniel Stelnicker. I'm the Chief Strategy Officer here at Ingenuity. I've been in the IT industry for about 30 years now. My primary experience is in information security, but I also have development experience, production operations experience, and I've worked for a wide variety of companies. Everything from startups to regulated commercial enterprises such as banks, healthcare institutions, financial institutions, and things like that. I've been here at Ingenuity for about 7 years now.
Great. So my name is Kasan Gunarangan. I used to work in the BPO industry. I was in sales for 7 years. I was in a financial account working for one of the largest banks in the US. And then after 6 years of doing that, I shifted to sales. So I've done sales from advertising, publications, SEO, and everything under the sun. I still consider myself as a customer service guy. So I do that in the company now. Even though I handle sales, I always, I'm a customer service guy. What do you think makes the company different?
I think the thing that makes Ingenuity different is our perspective. We have a wide variety of customers, again, from startups to enterprise type customers, and our customers are basically all over the world. So we have a lot of experience that we can bring to our local customers, and we can bring our international experience and our, let's say, multicultural experience to our foreign customers. So a lot of our customers seek us out because we do have that multicultural experience, but we also have the technical expertise, the process expertise, and those things that allow us to create a lot of value for our customers and help them deliver on their business goals and their business requirements.
What would you say is the most interesting project or client that you've had since you got here?
We've had a lot of different customers, but I would say the most interesting one to me was they had a business model that kind of required them to develop many apps in a very short time period, so that they could test the market, get customer feedback, and kind of narrow the fit for their product and their vision into the market and identify customers for them. So we had developed approximately 15 mobile applications for them in less than 2 years. So it was a very challenging environment. It ended up that based on the feedback that they had received on the apps, they had a growing user base, and they ended up having hundreds of thousands of users. Today, they're still in business, and that's 7 years later approximately. So to me, that was a very challenging and interesting project just because of the business dynamics involved and the business and market space that they were in.
So do you see a difference in the types of clients or project types that we encounter or that can't reach out to us?
Yes. For our startup customers, most of them are exploring new spaces, exploring new business models. So there's not a lot of, let's say, historical references that they can follow for establishing their business. So it's a lot of product market fit, evaluation, testing, things like that to help get them in the right spot to get on a growth phase for their product. For our enterprise customers, usually there is an existing roadmap, a history that they should follow from a digital transformation perspective, updating their legacy systems, let's say developing APIs so their business units can develop their own applications to be more responsive to their customer base. Most of our customers fall into one of those two buckets. They either have an established business model or they're exploring new business models. Each have their own challenges, each have their own requirements. and each have their kind of own way of doing things. And the way we're structured as a business, Ingenuity is adaptable to handling all sorts of requirements. We try to be as flexible as possible.
What I noticed is when we were dealing with customers or clients, we don't just receive the task or their technical requirements, but you try to help them with making the right decisions, or maybe introducing or letting them aware of challenges or future challenges that they might face that they probably haven't thought about. Is that that consultative approach, or is that something you've been doing for a long time?
Well, yes, I've been an independent contractor and consultant for a large part of my career. So every time I talk to a customer, we try to build long-term relationships with our customers. Part of that is understanding their goals, their business goals, their requirements, and kind of making their goals our goals. Because our role is to help them deliver on their product and help make their business a success. And a large part of that is understanding what they're trying to do, the market that they're operating in, the types of customers that they're going after, and kind of putting ourselves in their shoes and coming up with ideas of what the product really needs to be. A large part of what we do is helping fit the customer's requirements and their goals to the right customer expectations and the right application, identifying the right things to do to help make their business a success.
Great. So then, I know before joining the company, you used to be the client.
Yes.
Can you share what your experience was like, or what made you choose Ingenuity, and what were the challenges that you faced?
Sure. I was working at the time for a US-based company, and I was looking for a development team here in the Philippines. So I think my initial concerns were just technical expertise, working with a company that I could trust, that was transparent as far as the basics, the hours being spent, the work being done, the quality of the deliverables, and Ingenuity kind of fit that bill. They were very transparent. They were very willing to learn new processes and new things. And when our CEO had asked me to join Ingenuity, I had no hesitation. So I think the concerns that I had as a customer were common concerns that all of our customers have. And it's something we try to be very open about and work with our customers to build trust.
So we know that one of the concerns of any company, say a US-based company, or about outsourcing, is security. How are we handling that to mitigate those concerns?
We're familiar with all the industry best practices when it comes to security and application development. We're familiar with the regulatory requirements around security and privacy. We're familiar with the regulatory requirements for different industries, whether it's PCI requirements for payment and credit card processing, whether it's HIPAA requirements from a healthcare and data privacy perspective. We're familiar with all those things, and we have customers in all those spaces. So it's part of our responsibility to stay up to date on certain current security practices, as well as security and vulnerability trends. So that's something that we factor into all of our products. We do risk assessments, we do risk mitigation plans for our customers, and then we implement that as part of our development and product delivery process.
Great. So my last question to you is, in all your years of experience, what do you think makes a successful business partnership?
Well, to me, it comes down to trust and sharing a common goal. And I think with most of our customers and most our ideal customers, our ideal partners, we've been very good at building a shared context of what the goal of the relationship is. Open communication is very important to us. So if there's ways that we think that we can improve the relationship, there's ways that we think that we can just improve on the services that we deliver, we share that with our customers. And if we think that there are ways that they could improve, we also let them know that too. And we always work together to improve the quality of the relationship.
Thanks, Dan. So I think that's all the questions I have for now. Thank you for your time, and see you. See your next episode.
Thank you.